Good evening, YouTube. What I'd like to show you this evening is my 1952 Chevy car. A little labor of love that I picked up just about, I'd say about 2 years ago now. Really drawn to it. This was a custom at one time. Somebody had put a lot of work into it, and it had sat for a long time after that. And the new people who purchased it, I believe it hopped around a few times, a few different people. I found it in Michigan, fell in love with it through a friend on the internet who passed it along to me. It was a four-door, turned into a two-door. The top was chopped on there the right way. It's done very well. It's extended in the rear quarters. There were there's a lot of rust issues on it that I'm trying to work through right now. There's a lot of dings, dents, things that need to be taken care of. But I'm not focusing too much to the body right now. I'm kind of bouncing around, not really with a plan in mind at this time, except for the frame assembly. I'm taking all the front suspension out of it right now. You can see I got some of the steering on the ground. There's some of the shifter linkages. I'm going to take the front suspension out. We're going to put a Mustang 2 in here. Going to go with the Chevy small block automatic transmission, which hasn't really been decided yet. This is, like I said, this is just kind of in the early stages. I just want to get it all apart. The vehicle is going to have an air ride set up on it. I have most of the stuff at the rear already here. So we'll be taking care of cleaning up the frame, make sure the structure and everything's sound. The body's not too bad underneath of it. Just things like the doors. The quarters, pretty beat up if you can see that down there. We'll walk over here to the driver's side. So you can see the other side of it. But yeah, this is what she looks like right now. There's a lot of cleaning that needs to be done. The firewall needs to be cleaned up. A lot of all the old wiring and stuff be taken out of there. It's going to be rewired in 12 volt. I'm not sticking with the old 6 volt apparently. Well, obviously, since we're going to be going with a Chevy small block. Inside, just so you can see some of the cool little features and stuff of it. Like I said, this was a custom before. You can see somebody did some cleaning up to the dash. They painted it. There's a lot of flake in the dash. A lot of flake in the dash. Kind of very kitschy, cool. I like that 60s style. Of course, the porta walls, somebody had to put on there at one time. I only got the one porta wall. Of course, it's not in good shape. My goal for the car, at least in the wheel section, would like to be a 17 or 18 inch, maybe a Ventique wheel, some kind of a smoothie, something that gives the old hot rod and ties the new hot rod together. Like I said, this is going to be an air ride vehicle. Probably bag over axle. I'm not going to get too crazy with the design on it. And just make it a nice, cool cruising hot rod. Take the family around in. Just enjoy it. Hopefully cruise the good guys. And make it safe. That's really the goal. Just hop in, turn the key, and go and have fun. So we'll walk down here to the back side of the car. Here's the quarter. This quarter is actually in pretty bad shape. It's been wrecked. You can see various sections of the car where I've been working on it, sanding it down, doing little repairs. The trunk's already been taken off. I have it sitting over on a stand, the hood over on the stand, the fenders are off. Trying to work a little bit of that body work as well as I'm moving through here. Here's a section of metalwork we had to patch and fix that up. And then the wheel wells and all the little areas in here where these cars usually rust bottom with the doors and items that'll need to be taken care of. But for right now, I'm going to try to get the front frame section done. Get the front body section figured out here. Then I'm going to brace the car up and we're going to lift the body off the frame. Set it aside for a minute or two. And get the frame sandblasted. Put a nice new coating on there. There's going to be a 4 to 9 inch rear end with it. So I'll be working on that. And hopefully by the end of summer, if everything works out right, we'll be able to set a motor and transmission down in here and get our drive line figured out and start making measurements to make the cuts on the body. And then through wintertime, hopefully we'll get to work on the body. So this is it. This is the 52. Guys, leave any comments or questions below. I appreciate everything guys said about the S10. I'll actually do a follow-up video on the S10. It's sitting right over here. I'm actually changing the radiator. I put radiator. putting an aluminum one in as opposed to the steel one. But appreciate your guys' attention. Like I said, comments, questions, anything you want to ask, leave it in there. Any design ideas, I'd love to hear them. Have a good one.